Pasara. Some bougie shop. Here at a coffee shop. Bro. Arbor. Bro. Bro, when I don't have a haircut. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Chat. We are here. Excuse me. We are here in sunny, bright Los Angeles, California. You got cum on your face. What? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, chat, with this new fucking beard style, bro, when I don't have a haircut and the shit starts growing on the side, I look dirty as fuck, bro. So I need a barber, bro. I'm telling y'all, I need a barber. I need a barber / chef, bro. A barber, chef, and a personal trainer. 10K a month, please, bro. But whatever. Chat, we just finished a nice podcast with Bryce Crawford. Amazing, amazing, amazing podcast. We just finished that up, just wrapped it up. Now we are here at a coffee shop, gonna chill with him, then we're gonna do an activity after, and then we're gonna head to the World Cup. My first ever time at a World Cup game. We're streaming in a suite, some bougie shit. I'm gonna be in a suite, and we're gonna watch Iran versus New Zealand, okay? It's gonna be a great stream. There's lint on your cheek? Where? With who? I mean, there's gonna be people in the suite, but I know Ryan's gonna be there too, so it's gonna be fun. Iggy's coming. Oh, I gotta tell you, yes, Iggy is locked for the last thing. We just locked it in. We just locked it in. Me and Iggy are going to be going to the last World Cup game together. It's gonna be very, very, very fucking good. But I think with me and Bryce, like the main thing is like this is gonna be a stream where like we talk and we conversate. This isn't gonna be a stream where you got, you know, some crazy shit's gonna happen. Like we're not gonna get fucking jumped on. Like I don't know what you guys are expecting, but it's gonna be a very, very chill, laid back segment, okay? And I think it's very important to find a balance between all the brain rot and like shit like this, where like we talk about religion, we talk about God, we talk about life, we talk about the purpose of life. And I think you guys need to hear it too, because just like me, you guys are all stupid, okay? We're all fucking dumb. We're all idiots. So we all need to learn from a guy like him, who is very smart, very intellectual, very knowledgeable, and knows what he's talking about. Y'all, can we agree on that, chat? Yes or no? Can we agree? We are all idiots. We, yes, me and you, we're all stupid as fuck. You're not Christian though? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm Christian. It doesn't matter what I am. At the end of the day, what matters is that we believe in God. Okay? So, yeah. All right. But before we get into this, is there anything you guys want to talk about? I know the streams haven't been the best. I'm taking accountability, I know. And we are going to get this ship sailing and get everything good. We're going to lock the fuck in, okay? And it's crazy because I haven't even taken a break. It's not like I've been taking a break and I've just been chilling. It's like I've been trying. I just haven't been doing good. Like, it's like when you're like in a slump. It's like, you know, Thunderstruck, the game, the thing where like the guy took his talents. Like, my talents are gone right now for the past week. It's been gone. When is the Alabama 24 hour? I don't know. I don't know. RIP Oliver Tree. I know. RIP, bro. RIP. But yeah, bro, I think we need to get the content rolling, bro. We need to get the content rolling. It's been like pretty fucking dry, bro. Am I right or am I wrong, bro? Like my content, like I haven't really been doing shit. I just been chilling. Like I need to get like, oh my God, last night was very interesting, but we had to get shit moving. We got to get shit rolling. We got to make things out of things, and then we need to do things out of things, and we need to lock the fuck in. But today's World Cup is going to be very cool. My brother just texted me that both the dogs shitted everywhere and they started rolling in it. I can't. Absolute fucking idiots, bro. Like, why are you rolling in your own shit? What are you, a pig? Holy fuck. You're rolling, but doing the bright. And like, speaking of shit, this is like the shit uniform. It's like the shit, all brown. I'm wearing a shit uniform. The shit uniform. I also need to get my hair dyed, but I don't know. What's some constructive criticism you guys would give me as a streamer? I know, y'all's opinions really do matter to me. We have a 1-hour car drive after this, so we got a lot to talk about, and we're gonna debrief on a lot of shit. But until then, what is some constructive criticism you would give me? Please tell me. The only thing you do consistently is drink energy drinks. Where's your brother? I locked him in the house. He's not allowed to leave. He's under 24-hour surveillance. All right? Can't let him get brain rot by LA. Stop wearing hoodies. Get a better team. W World Cup stream. I know, y'all were like, World Cup. We doing it today. We're doing it. I got my ticket. Y'all want to see? Wait, but what if y'all screenshot the QR code? Bro, oh my God, bro. Look what it says. It says, hospitality, suite number 4. Wait, row 1. Oh, we in a suite. All right, let's go. Let's go meet Bryce. Let's do it. New glasses, I know. You act nonchalant, bro. I keep seeing people on TikTok, and they're all like, why is N3ON being so nonchalant now? And they're talking about clips of me when I was streaming at 3 a.m., when I was on my 3rd stream of the day with no sleep at all. On top of that, which y'all didn't know, that same morning, I had a fever, and also my Crohn's has been fucked up. I was having really bad bowel movements, but no one cares about none of that. They only care about, oh, why is he being nonchalant? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? I take accountability when I'm wrong. I feel like that's one of my strong suits. I always take accountability when I'm wrong, and I always say when I'm wrong. So, I'm wrong. Oh, is she in a meeting? I don't want to interrupt her meeting. What's up, brother? How you doing, bro? Chat, everyone say what's up. I'm scared to be loud because I think she's in a meeting. Should I ask her? No.
I think she is in a meeting. We can go on a walk. We can. What should we do?
Doc, is she in a meeting? Damn. Let's go inside for a second. Chat. Everyone say what's up. It's an amazing guy.
Dude, I've never seen it like
Chat,
this.
we're playing a great podcast. Great podcast. All right, we could be. All right, let's get some stuff real quick, and we'll sit down. Chat, he doesn't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee, matcha. No.
He doesn't do anything. Nothing. Clean ass dude. But I'll get a drink real quick. You want like a pastry?
No, are you gonna get a pastry?
This looks really. What is that? Almond? Oh wow. Okay. I'll try that. Oh, gladly. Yes.
Anything else?
Can I get a what is a dirty horchata?
Bro, this contraption is crazy.
Shots of espresso?
Dude, you got like a whole.
I'll try that.
That is
Sure.
crazy.
What?
Dude, I've never seen it like that before. I've
I'm
only
gonna
ever
try
seen the
hard.
Samsung.
You've never seen like the full?
No.
So this is JCV, the guy with the durag. It's my cameraman.
Absolute beast.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolute goat. And then that's the whole setup. You obviously know about the cameras.
Yeah.
And that's the backpack, the 30K backpack.
That thing's 30.
So that's how we keep it running.
I just like unplug it.
Chat, he's
It
trying
goes
to act humble. This guy's in the most bougie building I've ever seen in my life.
Bro, he's like bougie, bring an office building.
Yeah,
all
but it's
right.
very nice. It's like face recognition. It's crazy.
There's not face recognition.
You get something, bro.
Yeah, I don't want anything. I'm good. Thank you. Though.
Sure?
Appreciate you a ton. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm all right.
That's all?
Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you. Is it cool if we sit over there? All right. Probably better instead of interrupting her.
Yeah, it sounded serious. Like, yeah.
Everyone comes here for. We're like here streaming. Everyone else is like.
I'm not really like a coffee shop kind of person when it comes to like getting work done.
Seriously.
Yeah, no, I don't really like. That's just like not my vibe. I don't know.
So.
Wait, do you believe in aliens?
Do I believe in aliens?
Yeah.
Do I? I don't know. No.
Dude, did you see where like the the government released like those UFO files?
No. What type of side of the internet are you
dude,
on?
it was, bro. I like going down the rabbit holes a little bit.
Okay, but it's like people nowadays they think that, like all like the elites and stuff like can mutate into like animals.
Dude, you asked. I don't know what side of the internet
You
you're
guys,
on.
whoa.
Bro. Yeah. So basically, there's like people that think that. So the government was like, "Yo, aliens are real. We're gonna release the UFOs."
Yeah.
Right. So then they release all these pictures, and it's just like dots in the sky. It was a total letdown. You know what I'm saying?
So it's not real.
But those are questions that I have. It's like
That's the quickest drink I've ever got in my life.
that was actually really fast.
Thank you, sir.
We have no one.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's like who are the aliens real? Who built the pyramids? And if you think about it, if the aliens are real, are they really in outer space? Or why is it that NASA, when they were first created, they were discovering the ocean and then they stopped looking in the ocean and started trying to leave the planet? Why is that? Think about it.
So you believe in conspiracies,
I just like messing around with the conspiracies.
but you believe in it, bro. There's one guy I know, one of my good friends. I'm not gonna say his name, but his brother started doing like a deep dive on all this stuff, and he said he found out a lot of stuff, and now he can't sleep at night. Like he literally can't live with himself.
Dude, I watched this documentary like when I was in the 8th grade. It's like this, I don't even know, it was on Netflix, but it's about this guy who used to work at Area 51.
Okay.
And then
That's like the place where no one's allowed to be.
yeah, and he had like he came out and was like a whistleblower, but
Okay.
he went on the news and they like blacked out his body and changed his voice, but the government found it out. And they were basically trying to wipe his existence off the planet. And then he would be like, yeah, I went to this high school. And then they would say, well, we can't find you anywhere in the system. You weren't in the high school. And he's like, here I am in the yearbook photo. This is my photo in the yearbook.
Yeah.
It's just crazy stuff. And he was talking about all these particles and stuff. I don't know. It's weird.
Have you watched this movie called Snowden?
No.
Where like I think it's a true story. It's like a Russian. That's what it's called. Snowden, chat. Am I tripping? It's a Russian guy. I'm pretty sure it's a Russian guy, but it's a guy who was worked for the government, and then he hid, like he found out all the information about them looking at us, like at all of our information through like the cameras in our phones and all this stuff, and then he put it in a Rubik's cube. Yeah, that's what it's called. And he put it in a Rubik's cube, and like it was a whole story about how he got the information out and everything. So basically, what I'm trying to say is they can see all of our stuff.
Oh, well, that doesn't surprise me. Does
Seriously.
that surprise you?
Yeah, bro, it's intrusive.
Wait, so like, do you think,
Cause I keep my phone in the shower with me.
what?
You don't do that?
No.
Every time I'm in the shower, I need to be on a phone call.
Why? See, I'm like that,
Thank
but
you so
like,
much.
I'm like that, but with the toilet. I'm not
Do
a
you sit on the toilet for long periods of time?
yeah, but I'm more of, are you a YouTube guy or a TikTok guy on the toilet?
TikTok, and then I also like being on the phone. But then my dad told me if you sit on the toilet too long, you get pimple in your asshole.
What?
I'm serious. It's a real
Okay,
thing.
well, I don't know.
All right, chat, this is supposed to be a wholesome. This is supposed to be a wholesome thing.
We just went down the rabbit hole really hard.
We brought, I really wanted to bring you on. I was really excited about this because a lot of my content is, to be honest, kind of brain rot. Like, obviously, I'm stepping away from that a little bit, but a lot of it, like, isn't informational. Like, it's there to make people laugh, but there's a lot of people in my chat that are lost. Like, they don't know what they want in life. I always ask them a question. I'm like, yo, you guys happy in life? They all say no. Like, yo, chat, are you guys happy in life, yes or no? Give like 5 seconds, a little delayed. But they're not.
And then they're all just gonna say no?
And then they watch someone who also isn't the happiest, so it's like, what are we doing here? Guys, what do we do? Look, so. Well, no, okay, now they're lying.
Okay.
They usually all say, I swear to God, they usually all say no. They're trying to act out in front of you. So these are like my kids. Yo, shut up, bro. All right, be real for a second. We're not you. I ask them this question every time, and they always say no, but now, okay, whatever.
So then if you said you're not the happiest, why aren't you happy?
Well, because of my work, like, because of everything I do, like, I just don't have personal time to live my own life and, do the things that I enjoy to do because I live my life for them, for the little shits. That's why I was telling you, the little shits, these are the little shits. Now you can meet them.
So if you wanted to be the best version of yourself for these people, these incredible people, then if you're going too hard and can't take time to, nurture your own well-being and your mental health, then how can you continue to be awesome?
You know what the
to
thing
these
is, bro?
people?
I don't think they want to see the best version of me. Like, they want to see a version of me that's like spiraling and losing my mind.
Are you sure?
I promise you, bro. This is like you drop a podcast. Everyone in the comments, wow, we love you, great message, great speech, whatever it is. Them, entirely different side. They are just, the streaming industry is just, it's cooked, bro.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know.
This is kind of crazy to
They're
think
saying
about.
it's true. What are you saying? Oh, they're saying we don't. So y'all want to see me with a 6-pack, built, happy? I don't know.
Yeah, we need to take a picture of you and like AI generate a bunch of muscles
I've
on
done
you
that
and
already.
stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
do you have a picture of it?
Well, I didn't save it. I just saw it and I was like, damn, this is gonna be me if I try it. And I'm like,
We should put that on a T-shirt or like put it on a poster, and we can put it in your room so that you see it all the time. No,
Wow.
I just found out that like yeah, I'm a Christian, but from a practical side of things, like I found out that there's just a few things that I need to do because everyone's different. Everyone has different personality types. There's a few things that practically like I have to do to be the best version of myself, and for me to be the best version of myself that loves Jesus. You know what I mean? And so
what makes you the best version of yourself?
it's just my morning routine. So I'll get up around like 7:30.
A.M.?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Do you feel like it's early?
Do you know what time I wake up, bro?
No.
11:30, 12.
Dude, I can't believe you came on the pod.
No, yeah, I was walking in half asleep, and then your energy brought me back to life.
Hey, thank you.
No,
thank
seriously.
You. Oh, okay, cool.
I don't wake up early.
Okay, I didn't know that. But do you go to bed late?
Yeah, I went to bed at like 5 a.m.
So you're what?
Yeah.
Dude, holy smokes. Bro, Dan, no, we gotta do something.
I haven't heard that line in so long. Holy smokes.
Dude, we gotta do something about that. Yeah, so like I'll get up at 7:30 and I'll go walk my dog, and that's when I go on like a prayer walk, and I try to get out. You know, they say if you can get in the sun within the first 10 minutes of you waking up, it's a good thing.
Okay.
So like I'll go on a walk and get in the sun, and that's when I start talking to Jesus and just thank God for my day, thank Him for waking me up and stuff like that. And then I'll come back and then I'll go work out because I want to honor God with my body. That He gave me a great body, and I want to, use that for His glory. And then after that, before 10 a.m., I'll try to pray some more, get ready, and then I'll read my Bible a little bit in the morning, just so that I can just center myself and go, okay, this is where my identity comes from. It's in Jesus and taking care of myself that way. Because if I don't do that, I'll be get easily frustrated at stuff, be quicker to speak and slower to listen, and more prideful, more selfish, because I'm more looking at myself than I am Jesus, if that makes sense. So like I gotta do that stuff. You don't have anything like that in your life that's like, this thing makes me.
Nah, I wake up. This is my morning routine. I sleep. I wake up. It's usually my dog barking, waking me up. I tell him, shut the fuck up. And then after that, I pick up my phone.
Okay.
And I respond to every text that I missed.
Okay.
And I get on a call right away and plan my stream for the day. And
Whoa.
then I go stream.
So you don't take any.
Well, I shower, brush my teeth.
Okay, I was about to say you don't shower, so that'd be.
No, yeah.
Well, actually, you smell phenomenal, by the way.
Thank
if you've
you.
ever wanted to know what N3ON smells like, he smells awesome.
If you had to describe it,
smells
like, what would you
great.
like?
Heaven, honestly, is
Oh,
what
wow.
it smells like. Yeah.
We were actually having this conversation on his podcast. Chat, I'm gonna let you guys know when it drops. It was actually very good, and like a lot of stuff that I don't talk about on here because you guys don't care and you are just you react in such a bad way. I was able to talk about on his, so thank you.
Oh, dude,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
that. But we were talking about going to heaven and hell. I didn't know that Christians, like, the way to go to heaven for you guys is to be like a strong believer. Instead, because Muslims, tell me if I'm wrong, but we believe in like being a good person, like doing good deeds. That's what gets you to heaven.
From a very dumbed down version, like a simple version, it's Allah will weigh your good and your bad, and you want your good to outweigh your bad.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, that's what.
Whereas like, so we would both say like heaven is perfection, right? And you and I aren't perfect, so there ain't no way we're making that standard.
And how is heaven described? Like,
There's not a lot of details in the Bible. I mean, there's like minor details that like there's like streets of gold, and there won't be any suffering, no weeping or gnashing of teeth. So that's very incredible. But what we do know about heaven, it's an infinite amount of time with God. So that's absolutely incredible. That's really the prize, right? And so when it comes to heaven and hell, perfection's the standard of heaven. We ain't perfect. I know I'm not perfect. We're all human. We make mistakes. So if you and I can't naturally make that standard, someone else has to make the standard for us.
Yeah.
So the way that the Bible describes it is they say he, Jesus, who knew no sin, because we believe as Christians Jesus is fully God and fully man, he was perfect, became sin so that we could become the righteousness of God. So it's because of what Jesus did on the cross, sacrificing himself for our sins so that we could be saved. So he paid the price. It's like you're going to the World Cup.
yeah.
Okay, so you're going to the World Cup, and I'm assuming your camera guy's going to go with you. So you got 2 tickets. Now imagine if I gave you guys 2 tickets, field pass tickets to the World Cup. Oh, for the field?
I would love to.
Oh, well, I don't have field passes, but I'm just saying if I did give you guys 2 field passes, right? And then you guys get there and you're going down and the security stops you guys and he's like, whoa, why would I let you guys in here? And you're going to say, well, I got tickets.
Yeah.
And he's going to say, well, who gave you the tickets? And you're going to say, well, Bryce gave them to me. They were a gift from Bryce.
Yeah.
It's the same way with Jesus. It's like he paid the price and it's a free gift to us that we take. It's like we get the gift of salvation with him because Jesus wants us to be with him.
Question, chat. What are y'all's religions? Because I told you, I just like on my stream, I'm like, believe in God, pray to God, and we were talking about this too. How like I used to be very, very, very religious. I was at home praying to God every day, and then I stopped. How do you think for someone like me, like when I'm always doing things? Well, I'm never too busy for God, but so I was gonna say I'm busy, but I'm always traveling. Like it slips my mind to pray. I'm around like the wrong things, like I'm going out doing a bunch of like not drugs, but like around the wrong crowd, around the wrong type of environments. How do I like keep my head straight and like realize what's actually, you know, important?
Well, you know, there's like an aspect of, you know, we got to take accountability in times. It's like, you know, let's say like someone's an alcoholic and they say they want to stop drinking alcohol, but they keep going to the bar. It's like, did the
Yeah.
devil really make you do that, or are you just really going to the bar? You know what I mean? So there's
Yeah.
like an aspect of accountability where it's like there might be some things in your life that you just got to be. I might be putting myself in a bad position, and then there might be other areas of your life that you got to ask for strength. You know, and that's why the big question about what religion and everything. Jesus is the ultimate question. He's the ultimate question because every religion has a glimpse of Jesus. They think of something of him. You know what I mean?
For Muslims, it's Jesus is a prophet.
Yeah, he's just a prophet. And in Christianity, we believe that he's God. And if you said that as a Muslim, that'd be a bad thing. If you said Jesus was God. But I'm a Christian. We believe he's God. Some other people think he was just a good teacher. Some people think that he was just a dude that existed. And some people think that he just is a fairy tale, which that's just a totally bad idea. So everyone has a perspective of Jesus. So what we have to do is we have to look at evidence and say, where does the evidence point us to? Is Jesus really who he claimed to be? That's where it comes from. Because Jesus in the Bible, in John chapter 14, he makes a very bold claim. He says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. It's a big claim. He's saying, I'm the only way. That's a big deal. If someone said I'm the only way to do something, that's really big. So when you say something like that, we have to look carefully at what he says and kind of figure out, okay, was he a man of his word? What does he teach? Did he really die on the cross? Did he really resurrect from the dead? These things are important. And if that's true, you know, if someone raised from the dead, then I'm going to listen to everything that they say. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of where we have to be at with that.
Okay. I mean, what religion do you think is closest to Christianity?
It's hard to say because they all have different glimpses and like fractions of it. I'd say the closest would be, I don't know, man. I don't know because it's hard because they're all different in like little nuances. So I don't want to say that there's like one that's close or not.
Or like that one that shares a lot of the same beliefs.
Well, you know, like the Christian faith has like Judeo values. You know, we believe in the Old and the New Testament, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if you look at the development of the Quran, like what I could be totally butchering this right now, but I think Muhammad with like no intellect wrote a lot of stuff that correlates stuff in the Old and the New Testament and stuff like that. I don't know, I could be totally wrong. So it's like you see a lot of similarities when you read the Quran from stuff in the Old Testament, some stuff in the New Testament and stuff like that. So you know, there's that as well. So I don't know if I can say that they're like the closest, but I would, you know, because they're all different. I don't know if I can say there's like a close one, you know.
You think like religion like has divided the world a lot and like caused like a lot of problems just because everyone has different beliefs and like they're very, very strong about them?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think people do that with politics. I think people do that with religion. You know, I mean, even if you just look at the Crusades, that had nothing to do with but Christians, you know, and a bunch of Christians killing each other. Like that's bad.
Christians were so
you have like different sects of Christianity. So you have Catholicism and Protestants. They were literally killing each other.
Which one are you?
I'm a Protestant Christian, so I'm not Catholic.
Okay.
But yeah, so you have people killing each other over faith. You have people that use politics, and then you have people that will manipulate faith for their own gain. You know, people will use faith to
Make money.
Make money.
And that's
people,
in all religions.
People will use faith to. I mean, if you look when slavery was still a thing in America, slave owners would rip pages out of the Bible to keep their slaves enslaved. You know, so like.
Wait, how does that work?
Well, because what would happen was when these slaves, they didn't have like an education.
Yeah.
What the slave owners would do is they would literally rip books of the Bible out of the Bible, so that when they would give these Bibles that were missing pages out of it, these slaves wouldn't realize that what was happening to them was wrong.
What?
Yeah, it's real. So people manipulate religion and politics for selfish gain, which is wrong. That breaks God's heart. And people also use that stuff to divide them amongst each other. Okay. You know, you're Muslim, I'm Christian. I don't hate you, you know that. You don't hate me, I know that. I love you. I feel like you love me.
I love you too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, same way. And I think that's the biggest danger that I see right now is if someone has a different political belief or a different moral belief or a different religious belief, people are so quick to write them off. It's like, oh, we can't be friends anymore. And I'm like, is that really what it looks like to be friends with someone? It's so conditional that, like, if you guys disagree on something, that's where you cut the line. So, you know, that definitely happens. But that's why, you know, we got to make a change. There's ways to go about having conversations and interactions with people, even if you disagree, and even if you know, you don't know much about their religion or their viewpoint on something, or vice versa. You know?
Have you like ever like had a conversation with someone on the road and they try to like fight you because of what you say?
Dude, I had someone try to fight me last week, and I didn't even say anything to him.
Seriously?
Yeah, dude, we went to the Pride Parade. I hadn't been there 5 minutes, and this dude called me white trash, a hateful person, and like started yelling at me.
Oh my God.
And
Wait, what were you doing at the Pride Parade?
Going to talk to people about Jesus and pray for them.
Oh, okay.
I hadn't even been there 5 minutes. I hadn't even talked to a single person. This guy comes up to me. He's like, "You white trash, hateful person." And I was like, "Oh, okay. What do I say that's hateful?" And he couldn't say anything.
Yeah.
And it's obviously because he disagreed, which is fine if you disagree, but you don't gotta, label me.
That's the problem with this world. There's so much hate and negativity, and I was a part of that. Like, I was one of the people that was spreading it. Like, I was streaming, producing bullshit, like just doing whatever I could to get a view, you know. And that's why, like, I switched up my content so much this past year. Like, I've just been on a whole different journey.
Wait, so what all, like, I see a lot more of the newer clips now, but what was kind of the stuff that you used to do before?
Chad, can we list some things? I'll just read them out. I mean, the fake death thing that you know about.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. I've never heard of that before.
I used to, like, make a lot of, like, dark humor jokes.
Okay.
About, like, everyone, whether you're, like, Asian, whether you're black, whether you're Mexican, whatever it is. I'll just make a bunch of dark humor jokes.
Okay.
They all caught up to me. Other than that, I mean, no, there's things scripted shit. I don't really script things. I was telling you about that situation where I got jumped. That's not scripted.
Yeah.
All real.
Wow.
You still do? No, I'm doing better. But the problem with me is, how do I, like, me going to a club, right? Like, you don't go to clubs. You don't go out.
I've never been to a club.
If I paid you $100K, you wouldn't go to a club?
No.
Wow. This is another question, bro. I have a gambling deal.
Okay.
So I gamble, which I know deep inside isn't the right thing to do. Like, I know I shouldn't be promoting gambling to an audience, but it's the only way I can fund my content to keep my streaming going, because I put too much money into this. So, like, in that type of situation, what do I do?
There's a Bible verse that says, "What does it profit a man to gain the whole world, but forfeit his soul?" That's why when you asked me if you paid me $100K to go to a club, would I do it? I immediately said no, because there's no dollar amount that I can put on how I feel about Jesus, those things like that. So, you already know where you're feeling, because you already said you feel a little bad about it. So that's
it took me a year to even accept the deal, because I couldn't do it, and then I caved in. Yeah.
So I mean, I think there's always other ways to fund stuff. There's always other ways to fund stuff practically. So, we don't have to. I don't want you to think that maybe that was the only way just because there was a dollar amount associated to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There could be other ways. You never know, and there could be other conversations to have. You're a very well-connected guy, and you're a very incredibly nice guy, easy to talk to and stuff like that. So I can't imagine that you would have a hard time to find other ways or avenues or help to fund the stuff that you're doing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's deeper than just like funding this, right? It's like when you go home and lay your head on the pillow, are you content with what you did, how you carried yourself, and the impact you made? That's what matters. And obviously on this subject, it's a little sensitive because you brought it up. And so that's maybe somewhere where you might have to reevaluate, and that's okay.
Yeah. What? Because we talked about this too, but I don't feel fulfilled. Like, I've never been at peace. I've never been fulfilled in life, and I thought that me, becoming a big streamer and making all this money would bring it to me, and it didn't. But someone like you found God, Jesus, and you are very fulfilled. You're very at peace. So for the chat, like, for anyone who's lost or they feel like, like they have no help, they don't know what to do, what would you tell them?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not content with the amount of money in your bank account, you'd never be content with double the amount of money in your bank account.
You always want more and more, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
You want, like, even with views, you want more and more and more. How can I get more? How can I get more money? It's like a never-ending cycle.
Yeah, it's all like temporary gratification. It's like when the alarm goes off in the morning and you want to stay like 5 more minutes on the pillow. It's like in the moment it feels good, but then if you get behind, it's like small short-term gratification versus long-term satisfaction. And so from a practical place, but really, and I keep having to point it back to Jesus because that's where my peace and satisfaction comes from. If I lost everything, I would be content. Doesn't mean it wouldn't be hard, but I would have peace. The first year I became a Christian was the hardest year of my life. I lost friends. I was going into my senior year. I had a hard time in my senior year. I remember the first football game, I got food thrown at me at the student section because the students didn't want to sit with me.
Because you were a Christian?
Because I started following Jesus. We went on a retreat at school, and on my break time I would sit at the table and I would read my Bible because I just wanted to learn about Jesus because I was so pumped, and people would shut the Bible in my face as a joke. And then I went back, and the room that I was staying in, the bunk room, was a mess, and someone had like smeared like food all over my pillow and stuff.
Oh my God.
Dude, it was like, and those are just like small details. There was a lot more going on in my life that made it really hard. That first year of my life, super hard. But I had the most peace I'd ever had in my life. And
Even during all that?
Yes, and that's what I was looking for in all of it, was peace. All we want is peace. I really believe every human being is on a quest for love. And so every time... Love?
Like with a girl?
No, just love. Like that's everything that we try to find. Satisfaction, love. Like what is love? Is love a feeling? Is love sex? Is love the dopamine rush you get when you get a bunch of views? Is love... drugs, the feeling you get when it hits your system? Like what is it? That's the big question. And I don't think love is any of those things. I think love is choice. I think love is when you choose to serve someone. I think love is unconditional. And that's why I look to Jesus as my definition of love, because he's all of those things and everything in between.
Wow.
And that's where I find the satisfaction. So whenever anyone asks, you know, a question, how do I be satisfied? How do I be fulfilled? How do I deal with this problem? The root is always the same. Even if the question looks different pertaining on what situation you are in life, the root is the same. It's where do I find my satisfaction? And if it's not in Jesus because he's eternal, then you're going to be on a hamster wheel all your life, you know, running on the hamster wheel, chasing the next thing, and you're never going to be satisfied. That's why it begins there. And then everything from him is just an overflow, and you give him praise and thanksgiving. You know, it's easier to point the finger up than it is to point it at yourself, because then the pressure's on you. And you and I were not designed to have the amount of pressure that God has. So I'd rather point the finger at him and be like, it's all him, he gets the glory, that kind of deal.
Like how many times a day are you praying?
I pray throughout my day. I don't really have like a set number. I mean, yeah, I pray like when I wake up and go to bed and like before meals and stuff like that, but I also pray in between. I really get a lot of prayer time when I'm in the shower.
Okay.
Because that's when I'm like the most vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, the most vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I like get a lot of prayer time in there. But man, and like prayer time, it doesn't always look as proper, if that makes sense.
Just whenever it feels right.
Dude, if I'm hurt, I'll be like, man, God, I'm really hurt right now. Like that hurt me. I can't believe that person said that thing. Or, yeah. I'm really stressed right now. Like, Jesus, can you take this stress off me? I mean, Jesus, thank you for doing that. That was amazing. I can't believe thank you for giving me that opportunity. Like sometimes my prayers just look like that, because prayer, it's just a communication line between you and God. So I want to keep that line open. You know, I want to keep it going. I don't want to just be the kind of guy that invites Jesus into the highs of my life, and then when I get the highs, I abandon him, or vice versa. I don't want to only call on Jesus when I'm in a low moment. You know, I want him in everything, highs, lows, the mundane, everything.
If just for the chat, because you know, if some people aren't aware, could you like tell them a little about your story?
Yeah, I grew up. I'm from Georgia, so I grew up in a Christian environment. I grew up going to Christian school. I went to church growing up, but I saw a lot of hypocrisy, because there were a lot of people telling me how to live my life one way, and then they were doing the total opposite, and I had a problem with that. I was like, if they're a Christian and that's what they're doing, I don't want to be Christian. And then there was a church in my hometown that the pastor cheated on his wife and stolen money and ran. And I was like, if that's a mouthpiece for God, I don't want to be like that. And then in the 8th grade, my granddad had gotten pancreatic cancer, and my family had asked if I would go talk to him about Jesus. And I didn't really care about Jesus, and so I didn't make it a priority, and he passed away in the hospital. So I blamed God for killing my grandfather. So from the 8th grade till I was 17, I battled crippling depression and anxiety every day. Just hated my life, hated the way I looked, hated the way I dealt with. My mind was a war, a battlefield. And so when I was 17, I was planning on taking my life. And it was on December 25th, 2020. I went to Waffle House to have my last meal. You ever been to Waffle House?
Love Waffle House.
Oh, bro. Dude, it's like
What's your go-to?
All-Star Special. You like that?
Yes.
You like the All-Star?
Yes, bro. Waffle House is great. Do they have Waffle Houses here?
No.
Sorry, going back to what you
No,
said.
wait, do you like the chocolate chips on the waffle, or like?
No, I don't like chocolate.
Oh, that's right.
Not a chocolate type of guy. I
What-
do love
what-
Feastables though.
That's right. Hey, Feastables is great. But yeah, I went there to have my last meal, and no one preached to me. No one said anything to me about Jesus. I had a supernatural encounter with Jesus in that Waffle House, and I've never done drugs or alcohol before, so I knew I wasn't like tripping.
Do you ever talk about how that, like, what was the encounter? How did it go?
Yeah, I think it wasn't like an audible voice or anything. Basically what happened was I was in there and I couldn't get a table because it was the only thing open on Christmas. And so they kept sitting like all these family of fours and pairs and stuff, but I couldn't get a table because I was alone. So then this other dude came in there who was alone, who was like double my age. He was in his mid-30s. And I went up to him and I said, hey, I'll pay for your meal if you'll be like my party at 2 so we can sit down and eat. And so we sit down and eat, and then he started dumping all of his life problems on me, that his wife was divorcing him and taking his kids and all this other stuff. And I'm sitting there kind of thinking, I came here to escape my problems one last time, and then this dude's like dumping all of his life issues on me. And then I just remember him saying, I love my wife, but she doesn't feel the same about me. And then he said, there's no growth in a relationship if the love isn't mutual. And when he said that, it was like all of time had stopped. And the way I can describe it, it was like a film reel. So all the Bible verses I had heard growing up, things I had learned in my Bible class, Bible test, it was like the 18 inches between my head and my heart finally connected. And I had this divine understanding of, maybe I don't know Jesus loves me because I haven't given myself a chance to love him back. That's like us hanging out right now. Like, we would become better friends if we do more things that you like, and we do things I like, and we spend more time together, and we get meals together. Like, that's how we grow in relationship. And I had never done that with Jesus. I just let what I had seen, broken human beings, and what other people thought define who Jesus was. And dude, that's not fair. Imagine if I went to 100 people that have ran into you in some way, shape, or form and asked them, hey, what's your opinion on N3ON?
Yeah.
Some people would have bad things to say, some people would have good things to say, but that wouldn't be right to you. I would need to go to you and hang out with you.
Yeah.
And so, dude, I started crying. I threw money on the table and I ran out to my car and I just said, Jesus, if you're real, take away my anxiety and depression, because this is why I want to take my life. And I haven't had the crippling anxiety or depression since that day. It's been over 5 years.
That's crazy.
Wild, dude.
That is crazy. Chad, have y'all ever had an experience like that?
Waffle House, bro.
Waffle House. Do you ever go back?
Oh, dude, I love Waffle House. Dude, Waffle House is the best because you can, like, they can sneeze on your food and you know it's good, or like, there's a motorcycle on fire out there and you know it's gonna be good, that kind of vibe. Like, I love Waffle House, man.
I feel like you're an undercover freak.
What?
Sorry, but I don't know, bro. Tell me about. By the way, Chad, he's married and you're 22, which is amazing. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I want to do. I want to get married young, like you. Like, you're doing what I want to do, and it's sick, bro. Because you have your life figured out. You know what you want, and you found the girl that you want to spend the rest of your life with. It's
Get
amazing.
married young and have kids, a load of kids.
When do you want to have
kids.
your first kid?
I don't know, man. I you know, every time I talk to my wife, she wants to have a baby, and I don't know if I'm ready for that yet.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to be a dad, so.
Would you rather have a girl or a boy?
I'll take whatever God gives me, but I think that I don't know, dude. I don't have like a preference. I just want to have
Seriously?
kids. Yeah, I just want to have kids.
Wow. What would you, if you had a son, what would you name him? You haven't thought of that yet.
Dump truck. I'm just kidding.
One thing I
bro.
noticed about you don't curse
No, I don't curse.
at all.
No, I used to cuss a lot.
When you were younger.
Yeah.
Were you a
before I
bad
was
kid?
Christian. No, I was actually kind of a stickler for the rules, but like I would cut. I would.
Like the hall monitor?
No, I wasn't the hall monitor. I
Okay.
just like hated breaking rules.
Yeah.
But I would cuss a lot, and I had a bad mouth, and I struggled with watching bad videos online, and I never drank or did drugs and stuff like that. But yeah, bro, I just try not to cuss because I want my like speech to be uplifting, you know.
Okay.
And I think like the non-cuss words are funnier.
Like what? Like what are your alternates?
Like frick. Like that's funny. You know it's funny. You just don't want to admit it.
No, I used to say it back then. Like frick. Like what the frick? But like.
But now you dropped two letters and put a U in there.
What the fuck?
Yeah, maybe we can.
It is powerful though. You're right. Curse words are like.
Yeah, like when I say frick, it doesn't have the same emphasis that the F word does. You know?
It's like how would you say it in a sentence? Like.
Frick? Like what the frick? I don't know. It'll probably flow as we keep talking.
Okay.
You know? But
cool.
you know.
Cool. So chat, we have another segment planned, but before then, I want the chat to be able to ask questions, because you've done some streaming stuff a few times, right?
Yeah, we've tried to live stream some of the stuff, which is fun. I was actually supposed to stream this weekend at the Pride Parade. I was gonna live stream us IRL, but I got food poisoning and then I was down.
Yeah. What gave you food poisoning? Waffle House?
No, Waffle House would never do that, bro. It's amazing. They would never do that. They're incredible. I ate at this really nice steakhouse for lunch on Friday, and then...
It's always those places where you think it's perfect and it's good and it's expensive.
Oh, I know, dude. And I was down for the count, bro. It was bad. It was really bad.
All right, I'm just gonna ask questions from the chat. Do you think it? No. Oh my God. Someone asked, do you think it's wrong to profit off of selling Bibles?
Okay, so that's not a bad question because there's companies that make Bibles. I think the question is, I don't know. It is an interesting question because there's companies that make the Bibles. They have the different translations and stuff like that. I think it's awesome that people with like a study Bible, for example, if people like different pastors put their input and like, you know, write it in the margins and stuff like that, I think that's cool. Whenever you read the passage of scripture where Jesus like flipped the money tables, I don't know if you've ever heard that. It's like the one time in the Bible Jesus got angry. He goes to the synagogue and they're making money in the synagogue.
Synagogue, that's Jewish.
Yeah, it's a broad label in that context for like.
Has someone said Jesus is Jewish before?
Yeah, he was a Jew, like ethnically a Jew.
So because I'm trying to learn too, and I was telling you, I'm open to learning about every religion because it's really interesting to me, and I would love to know what people are believing in. So Jesus was born Jewish, and then converted to Christianity?
No. So he basically, what we look at the Old Covenant, the Old Testament, the Torah, the Torah is what Jews would hold to and stuff like that. You have the Old Covenant, which you have like all these 613 laws, 10 commandments, and that they would have to uphold, right? And then what the Jews believe is that they believe that a Messiah would come and fulfill the law. But what they thought was that this Messiah that would come, this guy would like overthrow the Roman government, like a literal bring a new kingdom, like overthrow the government at the time.
Yeah.
And they thought he was going to be born like super rich, super beautiful, stuff like that. Well, Jesus was born in a horse feeding trough in a parking lot and was raised in Nazareth and was like not really, that's like, you know, he was raised in a nothing good comes out of Nazareth kind of vibe.
Okay.
But the kingdom that he was bringing wasn't a physical kingdom to like literally overthrow. It's like a spiritual kingdom that he was bringing. So yeah, he was ethnically Jewish, but he didn't convert to Christianity. He just fulfills the covenant that was brought to the Jews in the Old Covenant.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Random, but from me, what do you think happens like when you die?
I think that when we die, we'll stand before God, and all of our thoughts, actions, and emotions will testify against ourselves.
Okay.
And if we've put faith in Jesus Christ, our sins are forgiven and he wipes our slate clean and we spend an eternity with him. And if we don't have faith in Jesus Christ, it breaks God's heart, but he respects the wish and we spend an eternity.
So like what about like right when you die, like right away, no heartbeat, nothing? Like what happens from that? Because that's what I'm scared about. Because I know there's a heaven or hell and I'm gonna stand in front of God and be questioned for things I've done and all that stuff. But like, how does it go right when?
Yeah, I think that's what happens. I think it's
like right away.
Yeah, I think because you have to understand God exists outside of time. So right now he sees your birth and your death at the same time.
So there's already people in heaven right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Kind of.
Yeah, I told you I was scared of death. Very scared of death. That's one thing.
Yeah, bro.
And I always think to myself.
That's surprising to hear, especially since you faked it at 14.
All right.
So I can't believe.
You know what, yo? Let's dig up some dirt on this man. All right.
Yeah.
Let's figure out his problems. Because you, bro, I was thinking, like you're just like. You have no flaws.
Dude, I have a lot of flaws.
Nah, you don't.
I do have a lot of flaws, man. I made a lot of mistakes.
You're punctual. You're nice. We've had to reschedule before, and you're so nice about it when it was my fault. Like you're perfect.
Oh, bro,
This
I'm
is
not.
why your wife loves you, bro.
I'm definitely not. Bro,
No, you're
I'm definitely
perfect,
not
bro.
perfect, bro. I have a lot of flaws. I can get frustrated at things quickly.
Oh shit.
Dude, imagine I just rage on you. No, dude, I have a lot of flaws. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've hurt a lot of people, and you know, that's just the reality of not following Jesus. I've hurt a lot of people. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I've burned a lot of bridges.
Do you have any regrets in life?
I don't have any regrets because it led me to where I am today, and I know Jesus now. But you know, I can't look back and wish I didn't do anything. The only thing I can do is thank God for the forgiveness He's given me, and hopefully I can receive the forgiveness of other people. You know.
So I do believe no matter how bad of a thing, like if you murder someone, you do something really bad, but if you repent and ask for forgiveness and like act accordingly, do you think we can be forgiven for that?
Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer. You know, have you ever seen that? Jeffrey Dahmer, like, said he put his faith in Jesus before he died.
Seriously?
Yeah, and everyone's like, could Jeffrey Dahmer really get forgiven? It's like, yeah, if he actually put sincere faith in Jesus, absolutely.
So you think Jeffrey Dahmer's in heaven?
Well, I don't know, because again, like the only nuance is the only person's salvation you can be sure of as a Christian is your own.
Okay.
Right?
You can't.
So like, I don't know if he actually put faith and trust in Jesus, but if he did, that's what the Bible would tell us. If he put faith in Jesus Christ, his sins are forgiven. He'd be spending an eternity in.
So it's like kind of what Muslims believe in. If you're a believer before you die, I think all Muslims believe that if you are a Muslim, then you at some point go to heaven, even if you have to suffer in hell for a little bit. How is hell described in the Bible?
Well, it's described as a place of weeping and gnashing of teeth. It's interesting because it's got different like descriptions, and they're kind of like opposite. It's like sometimes it's like fiery and burning, and then sometimes it's like dark and weeping and gnashing. So, you know, the details are very vague, but what we do know is there's a story in Luke chapter 18 of this rich man, Lazarus, who went to hell, and he's calling out to God. He said it's hot down there, and he wanted a dip of water on his tongue. He just wanted relief. It's an imagery for relief. But he didn't ask to be taken out, which I thought was interesting, is that he's asking for relief and help, but he didn't want to be removed. I feel like if I knew I was in hell, I'd be like, yo, take me out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so there's like a part of reading that story going, hell is both a justice system, right? We talked about that earlier, but it's also a choice, you know? If you choose to reject Jesus, like, it breaks God's heart, but God's not a dictator where he's like forcing you to believe in him, because then the love's not genuine, you know what I mean? We don't genuinely love him. So that's the case. The details are very vague, but for simplistic form, hell is a place without God, the presence of God, and heaven is... Yeah, I mean, Satan was an angel.
At first.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then he fell because he wanted to become greater than God, and then he fell.
Yeah.
So that's always a thing, right? And that's what pride is, essentially, right? Making ourselves our own God. So even sometimes we struggle with the very thing that made Satan fall, and that's when we got to do a heart check, and that's why we got to have good friends around us, you know, to make sure, hey, stop getting Bryce, stop getting a big head, or stop doing this, Bryce, that kind of thing.
That makes sense. Chat, ask some questions, and then we have to head to this next spot. He's not telling you, but he considers you Satan? Bro, what?
I don't consider you Satan.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What the hell are they talking about? Or what the heck are they talking about? I'm sorry.
I didn't ask you to correct that. He did. He did that by himself.
Someone asked, what is Jesus' real name?
Yeshua, they say his real name is, but, you know, in the English language, we use Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could smoke weed while being a Christian, what are you talking about? Obviously not. I don't think any religions allow you to smoke weed. Someone asked, what does he think about Islam?
Yeah, I mean, I disagree with Islam, all right? I think that Islam has like a glimpse of God. I think all religions have a glimpse of God, but I think that we get the fullness of who God is in Christianity. There's just some things that I don't understand about Islam, and we kind of talked about it earlier. When I first started like looking into it, I was like kind of going a little too hard because I'd find something that I like didn't understand, and I would just like blast it online and realize I wasn't having like respectful conversation. So I'm trying to like talk through more things, and I want to look at the Quran specifically. Okay. There's just like a couple things that I don't understand or agree with, like that have made me go, I don't think Islam is the truth. Okay. One of those things being like the Kaaba, like that it was built by Abraham and Ishmael. Like, okay. I don't understand that. I don't think that that can be verified. And also in the Quran, here's my big thing. Have you ever heard of you'll have to look this up too on your own time. This is pretty fascinating. And have you ever heard of the Islamic dilemma? Have you ever heard that? So basically the Islamic dilemma is, like, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but like a lot of Muslims will tell me that the Bible has been corrupted. They'll tell me that the Bible's been corrupted. And so if the Bible has been corrupted, this is the Islamic dilemma. If the Bible has been corrupted, then I wouldn't want to become a Muslim. If the Bible is not corrupted, I wouldn't want to become a Muslim. That's like the Islamic dilemma. So what it is in the Quran, Surah 2, Surah 5, Surah 7, there's a few more. It says that in order to confirm that the Quran is the word of God, we look at the Injil, which is the gospel.
Okay.
And then we look at the Torah, and that's what we have. We have the Injil, we have the Torah, whereas like our Bible would say Christianity is the truth, right? And so if our Bible hasn't been corrupted, then we would say, oh, I probably wouldn't go down that route. Now, if we said that the Bible is corrupted, then that would have to mean that the Quran was corrupted. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because the Quran says that it confirmed. You kind of tracking right there?
Yeah.
So those are like the major questions that I have with Islam. But in regards, I have a ton of Muslim friends. I love them to death. You're my new Muslim friend. I love you to death. You know, it's fun. And, you know, we're having a blast. And just because we disagree, it doesn't mean we have to hate each other, you know?
I think, chat, do Muslim, Sneeko's, you know what Sneeko is? Would you ever do debates, or are you more just like, you don't even want to get into
Yeah, I like having conversations, but that's not a problem. I know who Sneeko is.
He's in the chat, he said hi.
Oh yeah, I'd love to hang out with Sneeko.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, chat, everyone has their own opinion. Yeah, I mean, chat, everyone has their own opinions. Everyone's strong about. A Muslim would say the same thing about. Obviously, I can't say it because I'm not extremely well versed in my religion yet. I want to be, but so I can't even say anything to rebuttal what you're saying because I would need to do more research and explain it. But obviously, I do believe in Islam. I'm Muslim. I'm gonna die Muslim. But yeah, I think one day it'd be cool to have a conversation with someone on the other side and talk, like not even a debate, like just like a talk.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think that's the way. You know, it's like when you say debate, it's like debate's not bad. It's just how you debate.
Yeah,
right? That's
it could
the
be
question. You know, so yeah, I'd love to talk to him. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to. I think that's because that's how we have to move in society, right? Is if we have respectful debates, respectful conversations. That's how we're able to move. And I think I've done a poor job in the past when it comes to like just me going into Islam, like just being almost like too hard. Instead of being like, because that's not how you reach people, you know?
Yeah.
And so I wish I would have maybe phrased things a little differently and said things a little differently, but yeah, man, I mean, if Sneeko wants to have a conversation, would love to.
That'd be cool. Chat, a few more questions. I'm so, like, I love talking to you, bro, because you're so, like, passionate about everything. Like, you're so passionate and you're, like, I don't know, you're just, like, so well-spoken.
Oh, thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
Chat, what else? What else? But yeah, I was telling you, I really need to lock in because I feel good when I'm at the mosque. I feel good when I'm praying. But I do it such a limited amount of time to where like I can't be fully in it, which is not good, and it's a struggle I deal with. But
I saw you looking for a trainer the other day.
a trainer?
Yeah, didn't you say you were looking for a trainer?
Yeah.
You're trying to dial in on the diet and in the gym?
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to I want to like better myself because that's
Let's go.
like it all starts from me. But I don't know, bro. My brain is fried, bro.
Dude, I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to dial in too.
Have you someone asked, have you ever had a dream about Jesus?
Yeah, I've had dreams before. I've also had I've had like demonic encounters before too.
In person?
Yeah.
Could you talk about one?
Oh yeah, bro, dude. We had this guy at the first apartment I lived in here in LA, bro. Dude, we kept seeing. Wait, this is actually kind of funny. So I kept seeing this like shadowed figure thing in our apartment.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought it was weird, and I kept seeing it. So I kept telling my roommates, and they were just all like, all right, whatever, you know, because they're Christian, and they were just like, okay. And so we would pray and stuff like that. And then I kept seeing it. And then I started getting really bad nightmares. And so finally, we had like a apartment meeting.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, is anyone living in sin that we don't know about? You know, is anyone doing something they shouldn't be doing? Is anyone acting a fool? Is it, you know, what's going on? We were all like, no, nothing's going on. And then come to find out, dude, there was a guy that was living directly underneath us that was doing these like Native American rituals and stuff underneath us. And they were like, bro, they would be breaking stuff all the time in there. And it was like crazy insane. But he was doing these rituals And then that night, my roommate saw it because I was like, I see it. And then they were like, I see it too. And then we just like prayed against it, you know, rebuked it, and then it left.
You know what's crazy? One time when I first came to LA, I had like a weird, like feeling one night. Like I was supposed to leave, and then I ended up staying an extra day, and I just like broke down in tears in my hotel room because I felt so much evil eye. Do you believe in evil eye?
No, I mean, I believe that stuff's a witchcraft, but yeah.
So is witchcraft real?
I mean, witchcraft, anything that's not of the Lord would be considered demonic. So I think evil eye is demonic, yeah.
But it's real. Like you believe evil eye is a thing. Like if, like, so many people are like, for example, like me, like they're watching me, but a lot of people are praying on my downfall. So I felt it. Like I felt like evil energy around me. So I just started crying, and I played the Quran, and I felt a lot better.
Whoa, was there like, when you said the evil eye, you said there was something in there, or you just felt like evil in your room?
No, I just felt like everyone was against me. I felt it in my heart, and I just felt like, I don't know, I just felt like really bad, and I just started crying. And I don't cry. I'm a grown man. Like I never cry. I can't remember the last. I know I cried when I was dealing with the breakup, but whatever. But yeah, and I just played the Quran. Like I didn't even know the word, like the meaning of the words.
Mm-hmm.
And I still just felt like so much better, and then everything was back to normal.
Yeah, dude, the Bible says that our battle's not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, right? There's a spiritual realm that we don't understand, you know? And so if Jesus is the truth and Satan wants to distract us from the truth, right? Then it would make sense for, you know, him to attack us in different ways.
Yeah.
And you know, if you go out of the country, like the way that Satan attacks people in different areas, different countries, it's a little bit different than here, you know? Like Satan doesn't have to like display himself in some crazy demonic way in America as he might in, you know, South Africa. Like I have had pastor friends go down there and visit, and the people in these villages like have names for specific demons, and they see wicked stuff. I have a friend from Nairobi, Kenya.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, dude, I would see like people's feet turn into chicken feet. And I'm like,
what?
Yeah, dude, he would say, I was like, what
That's
the
real.
heck? Yeah, that's what he said. And he said, I swear on everything. And thought that was interesting because like here we would say it's hilarious. You know, we're like, what the heck are you talking about? But Satan displays himself in different ways because he's not like, Satan's not like the red devil with the pitchfork and the horns and the tail. He's like seductive. He's in the tuxedo and the slick black hair. And, you know, he's like.
Could be in like a good looking girl.
Yeah, it could be whatever. Because he knows your temptations, bro. He knows what's going to get you to move the needle.
What do you think's like the number one temptation that like people my age or our age deal with?
Oh, I think it's lust.
It's tough, bro. I haven't done the thing in a while, but.
Praise God. That's amazing.
Well, yeah. I just haven't you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Oh my God. But yeah, it's just. But you said you've dealt with that before. Like you've dealt with problems with like porn. And
yeah, absolutely, dude. I got explored to pornography in the 5th grade. I was on a vacation and some dude showed it to me on the beach, and that's how I got introduced. Because you never forget how you were introduced to a drug.
Yeah.
So I was
it's an addiction.
It is an addiction. Yeah, and really, like, it got to a point where I wouldn't even turn back to it because I wanted it. It was familiar. Like, I knew it was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, like, if I was going through something hard, it got to a point where it was like, I didn't necessarily want to go back to that. It was just I would turn to it because it was there. And that was hard. Like, that's a really bad place to be in. Like, if you're struggling so bad and you're only turning to something because it's there.
Yeah.
You know, that's a really bad place.
But,
and I was in danger.
It made you feel better? Because for me, like, busting a nut doesn't make me feel better.
No, it doesn't make you feel
tired.
better. Yeah, no, it didn't make me feel better. Actually, I felt more shame and guilt than I did before I turned.
Oh, wow.
And so to pornography. And so it's, you know, that's where we have to find, again, it all goes down to that first question we talked about a while back, is what brings us satisfaction, you know? And anything temporary in this life doesn't bring, because like, think about it. If sex would bring people satisfaction, it would only take one time. And we call it a one-night stand, but people have sex all the time, you know?
Yeah.
It would only take one beer. It would only take one pill. It would only take one thing, you know? But obviously that's not the case. And so if that's not working, then what will work? You know?
Do you believe in manifestation?
I think it's real, but again, I think it's demonic. Because manifestation is all about you manifesting in your own willpower something to happen. So think about this. Like, I remember growing up, I prayed and asked God for an Xbox when I was young, and I didn't get an Xbox. And I was bummed. I thought, God hates me. No, God didn't hate me because I didn't get an Xbox. maybe God doesn't give us things that we ask for, because if he gave it to us, we would become our own God,
Yeah.
or it would crush us or harm us. Whereas manifestation doesn't care about you, your soul, your heart, doesn't care about that. It's you and your own willpower manifesting something into existence. Whereas you asking God, God doesn't always give us what we want, but he gives us what we need. And I would rather have what I need than what I want. You know what I mean?
So what do you feel like? What do you need? Like, what are our needs as humans? Like, what do we need?
Well, most importantly, we need him, right? We need him. That's where the satisfaction comes from. But on a practical standpoint, Matthew chapter 6, Jesus says, well, if I clothe the lilies of the field in their beauty, if I give flowers beauty, and I feed the birds of the air, and they don't work for their food, how much more will I take care of you? Talking about human beings. Because the Bible would say that we're of greater moral value than anything else created because we're made in God's image. We have his imprint in our life. So with that being the case, we're of greater moral value, and the Bible says that God will provide for us, and whatever that looks like, you know. We talked about it earlier. You travel all across the globe, and you go into some hard environments,
And they're happy.
they're so happy.
They're so happy. They're so much more grateful. So much more connected. The families are all together, and it's great. Like the worst of the worst. I was in or not. Damn, I don't want to give an example and say that's the worst, but like in a situation that very low income. Like in the favelas. I was in the favelas in, where was it, DR? Were we in DR? I think, yeah, DR. Sorry, I just farted, it smells. It's the coffee.
Coffee, bro.
But yeah, no, and they're all so, like, they don't even have fans. They're sweating their bodies out. It's crazy, but they're so happy, and they're so grateful. And like, I give them even like $1 and they're freaking out, and they're just so appreciative and welcoming. And over here, there's just like, not everyone, but there's just a lot of ungrateful pieces of shit.
Well, that's the question. It's like, why is it that you can go to the favelas and go into those hard environments and they're more content than sometimes you are, and sometimes I am. It's because material things don't move the needle in their life, whereas we in America think it does.
Do you think money buys happiness?
I think money can buy experience, and money can buy, happiness in my mind is temporary. Like when we all get said and done and we get done hanging out, I'm going home, I'm going to be happy that we hung out, you know what I mean? But this conversation isn't going to satisfy me for the next however long I live, you know what I mean?
Temporary happiness.
And then, it's again, we talked about it earlier, it's like, okay, you get the yacht, then where do you go from there? Okay, get a bigger yacht, okay, and where do you go from there? Then you just get a bigger yacht. And it's like, okay, well then at what point are you just sick of buying yachts, Can money buy happiness? Maybe to an extent, but again, there's got to be something deeper than a dopamine rush that we get from spending money, gambling, having sex. There's got to be something deeper to life, because if there isn't anything deeper to life, then really our life has no purpose. If there's nothing deeper, then...
And that's why a lot of people are lost.
Yeah.
Because they don't know their purpose. And the purpose is to serve God.
Yep. Amen.
Exactly. How far... Mia, how far is the thing? Because I need to be at the World Cup at 5. Okay. And it's a 1-hour drive.
24 minutes.
24 minutes. Okay, so we went. Damn, we might have to do a whole stream here.
That's okay. Do whatever you want.
I don't want to be late for the World Cup. I think, dude, thank you for coming on, bro.
Bro, thank you for having me.
I want the chat to keep asking more questions. I'm intrigued by the stuff you say. Do you believe in like power of the tongue? Like you can if you. For me, I'm so negative. I think the worst in everything, just because if the worst does happen, and I'm not let down,
Yeah, I think, okay, when we say power of the tongue, I think that can have like a positive and a negative connotation, right? So the positive side is like, okay, yeah, like what I learned, do you know who Tony Robbins is?
Tony Robinson?
Tony Robbins. He's like a life coach. He's like one of the top life coaches. So like if you ever notice, like, let's say something happens, you get a hate comment. And then that hate comment, you see it and you give it meaning, and you think, oh, everybody else feels the same way as this person did. Yeah. And so then it affects the way that like maybe your shoulders shrug or whatever. If you change your perspective on that thing or just sit up, like, there's a practical way that like changes. So I think, like if you encourage yourself and talk positive of yourself, it could have like some practical meaning. But in regards to like something supernatural, like if I speak, like, can I speak a rock into existence? No, I don't think so. Can I like
if you talk highly about something, or you talk good about something, like, and you keep repeating it, like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to be successful in this, like, do you think it can happen just from the power of the tongue and you believing it so strongly?
No, I think that you can, I think people should have hard work and dedication. you know, towards things that they aspire to do and things that they want to be. You know, that's like, dude, that's like someone coming up to you and be like, yo, Dion, I really want to learn how to stream. Like, can you tell me, like, what gear do I get? What things do I do? And then, like, they don't put in the effort, and then you keep trying them and they don't put in the effort, and you're like, well, what the heck? Like, dude, you're not going to become the best streamer ever if you just want me to give you this. You know what I mean? So is it the power of the tongue that's going to make them become the streamer? No. You know, I think that there's something cool about believing in yourself and being positive, but I don't believe in any manifestation stuff like that. I think Proverbs talks a lot about putting your hand to the plow and being diligent and disciplined when it comes to working hard. And I think that sometimes we want stuff given to us on a silver platter, and it's like, no, we got to work hard. God's given us a body. God's given us all talents. Let's use those.
So we all have equal opportunities, just who, you know.
Yeah, I think we all have equal opportunity, and I think God's also given us unique, different gifts. You know, you have a different gift than I have, and that's beautiful.
Because I believe I got lucky. Like, my whole thing is, I think I got lucky. I think I was in the right place at the right time, and I feel like there's a bunch of people who are way more entertaining than me, way more hardworking than me, but I got put in a position to where I could succeed that some people don't have the same luck as me and get put in.
But so do you really think that it was luck that you got in the position you were and not your hard work?
Yeah,
bro,
there's so many hard work. There's so many people who are streaming longer hours than me, working harder than me, and are more talented than me. And they're not in this position I am.
Sure, yeah. But what I mean is, like, there's tons of people that work hard, so I'm not doubting on anyone else that works hard. But what you described to me earlier when we were talking on the podcast is how hard you go for everything, how much detail you put into everything, how much you care about people, the intention, and even on the content that you say you wish you had never done, there was definitely specific strategy behind it. So you were obviously smart. So I would look at you and say, man, that's not luck of the draw. You worked hard and you knew what's smart. I mean, look, like, can we be blessed being put in circumstances? Like, yeah, I don't know how you met Aiden, and I know you said that he was a big help on getting your stream career. You know, praise God. I don't know.
Shout out to Aiden, I love you, bro.
I don't know how that got orchestrated or what it happened to having him believe in you, but there was also some aspect of you working hard, you know, and that took you working hard to get to where you're at now. There's a practical side of it.
Damn.
And that's something to be grateful for, dude. You've put in a lot of hard work, you know? Celebrate that.
I gotta keep streaming. Celebrations are later. So there's a thing I do. It's called TTS, text to speech, where, like, the chat their questions will get read out loud. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, that's cool.
The problem is, though, it's unmoderated, so they can say whatever they want. I'm just warning you.
Okay, that's fine.
You fine with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Chat, should we do it or no?
That could be. This is interesting.
Okay, hold on. Chat, by the way.
Cameraman is dialed right now.
He's locked in.
Dialed.
Give me 30. Okay, yo, Purge, let's set up TTS. Ask some good questions, please. Some, like, knowledgeable questions, because we don't have someone like this on often. So let's make it worthwhile. And if you're curious about something, go ahead and ask it. TTS, please. Do we have the speaker, Mia? She's going here. Great assistant. Great, Mia. W, Mia. Do you believe in the firmament?
Oh, the firmament? Okay, like, I mean, I would need more details, but I kind of understand what they mean. I mean, when you say the firmament, you mean like flat Earth or round Earth? Do you believe the Earth is flat or round?
Nah, we're in a sphere.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, why do you believe that?
Well, because if you look online, the image.
So you only believe something because they told you to believe it?
Well, no, I saw it with my own eyes.
But with what? How do you know those images are real?
Google wouldn't lie to me,
I'm
right?
just kidding, bro. I believe in a round Earth.
Chat, is the Earth flat? Is the Earth flat? By the way, special shout out to this coffee shop. They're closed. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. We'll be like 25 minutes, 20 minutes, 20. Whenever y'all are leaving, we'll leave. Thank you so much.
Dude, this is what
you guys are amazing.
This is what the Earth looks like.
Oh my God.
It's not even round or flat. Dude, this is what the Earth looks like. This is dinosaur.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. That's Earth.
All right, chat. TTS is getting up right now. Let's do it. It's up. Okay. Please, guys, ask some good questions. Let's get to work.
So wait. So how do they ask the question?
It's just gonna read out loud.
But what? They just type it in the chat and it goes.
No, it's through a website.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's through a website. Okay.
Dude, that's so
I
funny.
mean, like, they just give $1. We can split it. It's $1. But they just give $1 and then they do it. So let's get it right here. Oh, it's not working. Hold on one second. Cool. I'm curious what they're gonna say. But there's a lot of, because I don't, and I honestly need to more. But like I said, I'm just not knowledgeable enough to speak on religion.
Oh, bro, and I don't know everything either.
No, you're pretty knowledgeable. But I mean, obviously you don't know everything, but you're a good advocate for what you believe in.
Oh, dude, thanks for saying that. That means a lot. But next time we hang out though, we gotta handcuff ourselves to each other
Yeah,
for
Chad, he has this
24
weird
hours.
like handcuff fetish. Okay, it's like the third time he's brought it up. No, he wants to
said
handcuff himself to me for 24 hours.
For
I'm
24
down.
hours. Yeah, I think we should do it.
But Chad, the thing is, he doesn't go to clubs, he doesn't go to anything. So I'm gonna handcuff you. We're gonna go to an LA house party. Obviously, we're not gonna drink or anything. We're gonna go to a house party, then we're gonna go to a club.
Yeah, bro, I'm not showing up. I think.
No, bro, all right, no, it'll be a good time.
I'm driving the car.
It'll be a good time. Chad, y'all want to see that handcuff segment? Bad influence? Nah. You know what? I'm a good influence. But it's really important to be around the right people because the wrong people around you, the wrong girl in your life especially, can completely ruin everything.
Wait, wait, I hope this isn't a sensitive subject. Are you dating the girl that you do streams with a lot lately?
Who?
She's got the, yeah.
Oh, no, we're not dating.
Okay. I didn't know if that was like a sensitive topic. I just see the clips of that online. Well, I didn't want to be disrespectful and like over intrude and ask.
Yeah, we're not dating. We just started talking like a month and a half ago.
Well, you guys are very fun to watch, I will say.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
She's really cool. I really enjoy streaming.
Yeah, you guys are fun to watch.
I wish I was in LA more so we could do more stuff, but I'm just always traveling and it just fucking sucks.
Dude, yeah, you should hang out more in LA. It's fun.
Yeah. How do you, cause like you're on such a good path. You're on such a, your head is very, very like strong, but you're in LA. Why here?
Well, I felt like God called me here because exactly like people describe this place as like dark and tempting and all this other stuff. And if Jesus is the light, this is the best place to be the light for Jesus, you know?
Okay.
So that's why I came here.
So, to help spread the message.
Yeah, because like, think about it. Like if this is where the most temptation is, and this is where I want to be here so that other people can know Jesus, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
So
That's
I think
a valid reason.
that's the vibe.
All right, chat. TTS is up. Mia, can I see the chat off your phone? Let me see. There we go. All right. Chat, actually, don't be stupid, bro. Don't piss me off.
Young Lisa just tipped $1. What the hell is this Sam Frank ass segment, bro?
Sam Frank segment. They mean that's my.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's following Jesus, man. She's doing a good thing.
And honestly, chat, y'all can hate, you can say whatever, but I respect it. I personally respect it.
Yeah, I'm encouraged. She's following Jesus and going to Bible college. It's awesome.
Sam Frank just tipped $1. Stop stealing my content, dickhead. You gonna sell $200 Bibles now too? You know we're hitting MS Piggy. How's the harami?
I'm gonna give y'all a few more chances. If this doesn't work, we're just gonna skip this segment because y'all are absolutely.
Wait, is that your voice?
It's AI, yeah. Oh my god.
I was like, why did it sound familiar?
Oh my god.
No, I'm not gonna sell custom Bibles, but yeah, no, I'd never sell a custom Bible.
Anonymous just tipped $1. I see you still love the big SF by doing a Christian stream.
Bro, can y'all ask questions?
What is that? What is a big SF?
That's the girl's initials.
Oh, okay.
You're so
Sam Frank.
innocent, bro.
I didn't know if that was like a nickname for something.
No. Yeah, perfect. Literally perfect.
Plus Heart Dot just tipped $1. Hey, Neon and Bryce, bless you guys for all the good you do. I've been struggling for years, so I appreciate all your content and energy.
All right, that's good.
Oh, that's kind.
Thank you. Let's get more stuff like that going. All right. That's amazing.
Wait, can I see what the chat looks like on your phone?
Oh.
Because this is kind of crazy.
Okay, yeah, sure.
No, I don't have to hold your phone. I just think it's.
This was Mia's phone. You can do whatever you want. You can steal it for all I care.
Sam Stain just tipped $1. So I was told that at 2 years old, I was telling my parents how I came to Earth and things about a past life. So my question is reincarnation real?
I don't think reincarnation is real because if it's real, then your life has no purpose if you get infinite tries. Because if reincarnation is real, then why wouldn't I just go hurt a bunch of people right now? And do something bad so that in my next life I can do a whole lot better, you know?
That's a really good answer.
Anonymous just tipped $1. Can you tell Neon the gospel summarized one?
The gospel summarizes that Jesus lived a perfect sinless life. He died on the cross for our sins and he resurrected from the dead. And if we believe in Jesus, put faith and trust in him, we'll have eternal life.
So Christians believe Jesus is God. Mm-hmm. So when Jesus died, then
N3ON's a cuck just tipped $1. Alabama has.
Okay. You guys believe so? Jesus died on the cross, and did he get resurrected, or is he just is it his spirit now?
So we believe he's in his physical body resurrected from the dead.
Right, like currently.
Yes.
And where? Like just
In heaven, and he's waiting to return a second time. So
Oh.
we believe, even Muslims believe that he's going to return a
Okay.
second time. So we believe Jesus is going to return a second time.
Choice just tipped $1. He called your God a PD file and was instantly ready to say your God is false while you sat there and let him talk about his without claiming his is false.
This isn't a debate. You idiot. Yeah, this is the chat. This is Pablo. When they laugh.
Who is Pablo?
When they laugh at something, they spam the Pablo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is
Come on,
that-
guys. Let's get
Is
some
that
good
like
questions to
something
end
you
this off.
made?
What?
Can
No.
you type that in?
Yeah, you want to type
Yo
it?
just tipped
You
$1
just click
Elias
that.
up. How would you explain God creating the heavens and the earth and the Big Bang, the Roy, starting the creation of time?
Yeah, I don't really care if if the Big Bang is what it looked like. Does that make sense? But everything has a beginning, right? So if God's spoken into existence, I don't care if that's what it looked like. If it looked like an explosion, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
But we have to know where did it start from, And so if God's spoken into existence and it looked like a bang,
Anonymous
that's
just
fine with
tipped
me.
$1. Sam Frank would love him.
Yeah, Sam Frank is great. I think she's really kind and she's following Jesus and doing her thing. I think it's awesome.
You met your wife at a Bible study, right?
I did at my roommate's Bible study. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So you all need to get
Suspect
married
Second
young.
just tipped $1. I am not religious. I always had a question. How do I believe God is real?
Yeah, you can't prove God is real. So you have to look at evidence, right? And that's why earlier I was like, every religion has a perspective of Jesus. So we have to look at the evidence. Where does the evidence point to? What does the Bible say? What does non-Christian sources say about Jesus? Does the evidence point to him being God? And if he is, then we should follow him. That's the case. So believing in God, it's trusting in him over your own opinion, if that makes sense.
Chad, do you guys believe in God? Actual question. Do you guys believe in God?
So what is do you know the age range of
Bryce,
your
you just
chat?
tipped $1. Bryce, how do you stay connected to Jesus, and how do you know if you truly have a relationship with him? I feel like it'll be close, then stray away.
Just because you don't feel God doesn't mean you don't have faith, right? So the moments that I don't feel God, but I keep praying and I keep reading my Bible, I'd say I have faith because I'm trusting Jesus despite that I feel him. But to stay connected, just read your Bible, pray, surround yourself with other Christian friends and brothers and people that can sharpen you and challenge you in your
It's
faith.
Ash on Doe. Just tipped $1. Everyone talking shit. The devil is working against the word of God.
Dude, it's so funny to hear your voice say all these questions out loud. It sounds so real.
Yeah, no, dude, AI's crazy. But you said age range. Honestly, bro, anywhere from 12 to 40.
Okay.
50 even. It's
Wow.
crazy. It's insane, bro.
Wait, so you even unlocked the old people?
Yeah.
Jordan just tipped
Wow.
$1. Bryce knows the earth is flat. He just doesn't want to hurt your brain.
You're right,
Neon.
man. He's right. It's flat. It's completely flat.
Do you see yourself ever with building a church or something like that?
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to do whatever God calls me to do. I mean, if God told me to stop everything and become a janitor, I'd do that. That's not a problem. But
Seriously.
yeah,
So if
seriously.
you had a dream or a vision or anything, and something like that, and then that's what God told you, and you're 100% certain, you would drop everything and do what he said.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep.
So that's I just want to please God. That's what we should want to do. Please God.
That's amazing. All right, chat. We'll give y'all a few more.
Anonymous just tipped $1. Can you tell Neon the gospel summarized?
He just did. He just did.
Dude, your voice is hilarious, bro.
I don't think it sounds like. Do I sound like that?
No, but you can tell it's you. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
god, that's not good, bro. Because they. Or frick.
See,
Maybe I should
he's
stop
he's
cursing.
corrected himself.
because I
not
feel-
me.
Neon just tipped
I feel-
$1. Neon, Alabama treats you like a dog. How you go from banging a Latina to getting cucked off a real BBC demon.
You don't know what you're talking
What does
about.
that
Shut the
even
fuck up.
mean? What does that even mean? What is it? What does
I
that
don't
mean?
know, dude. They're just so weird.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, bro. Yeah.
They think they know what's best for you, and when they don't know half the shit that goes on in your actual life.
Yeah, bro. They just have a glimpse
Adrian
of your
just
life.
tipped $1.
Yeah.
What do you think about spiritual gifts? And do you have any?
I think spiritual gifts are real. I think the gifts are given without repentance, so we can use our gifts for God's glory, or we can use them for our own selfish gain. In regards to spiritual gifts, I think I've been given a gift of exhortation, which is just a way to deliver the
Ooh,
word.
do you believe in healers?
I believe God can still heal. I pray and ask God to heal people all the time. We've seen it before.
And it works.
We've seen it before.
Wow.
Yeah, we got this guy to get a doctor's report of this disease that he had left his body. He'd had it for 8 years, and he didn't have the disease anymore.
Just because someone prayed for him.
Yeah, it was kind of wild actually. He had this like muscle eating disease in his lower back, and he had had it for 8 years, and we prayed for him, and then he said the pain goes away. And I always try to be like, you know, I try to believe the best, but I'm like, okay, yeah, cool, like thanks, bro. And then I kept in touch with him. He came to church with me a couple days later. Then the following week, he went to the doctor, and they printed out a report, and the disease was completely gone from his body.
Wow.
Kind of wild.
Yeah. That's insane.
Anonymous just tipped $1. You're hanging with a Satanist who drank children's blood.
Me? Wait,
Okay.
what? You talking about me or him? Because none of us have done that.
No.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Dude, you should do this on your podcast.
Do this? Oh,
no,
bro.
like have like.
I was going to say this would be a nightmare.
Oh no, but with your
just
people,
tipped
like when they
$1.
ask actual.
Bryce,
okay.
what do you think about N3ON drinking problems and putting makeup with his OnlyFans Colombian girlfriend?
I don't even know what that means. Like, what is that question?
Dude, they're just.
Yeah, I mean, I think this would be fun. I wanted to do live calls where people could just like call in.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I think that would be a
Yo,
vibe.
we should have done that.
That would be so fun. That would probably be scarier than this, though, for sure.
Should we do one or should we?
Neon just tipped $1.
Should we do one or should we? No, maybe another day.
Wait, are you gonna call him?
Huh? No, I'll just have my numbers leaked so they can just call my phone.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Have you ever been doxxed before?
Yeah, I had to move houses because someone was swatting my family 3 times a day for a year straight.
What?
They'd do it late at night. They'd order pepperoni pizza and then they'd put on the note of the order, bang hard, I have hearing problems. And they would do that at 3 a.m. and then they would swat me right
Bro.
after. Are you laughing, bro? I thought you were perfect.
Bro, I just like, that's actually wild.
It was crazy.
Hey, I'd never
And
do
they were
that
also,
to you.
they were, I don't even want to, I mean, I don't think the chat knows this, but they were delivering dildos as well.
What?
I swear.
Yeah, that's
And it was
wild.
weird because my mom lived there. It was just
Yeah, that's
completely wrong.
odd.
Completely wrong.
Is it Sunday? Question mark. This guy is yapping.
What day? It's Monday.
Monday. All right, chat. I'm giving y'all 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna wrap it up. 2 more minutes of questions. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. When do you think our pod's gonna drop? Because they're really gonna enjoy that.
I don't know. I gotta
Just
check
tipped
our
$1.
schedule. I'll
The
text
whole
you.
time y'all were talking about Jesus. I thought y'all were referring to your gardener, Jesus.
That didn't make any sense.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Some of them are just. That's what I'm saying. It's like these people are like. You know.
Exactly like that, you said?
Yeah, like they're like typing on their keyboards like.
Yeah, I mean, I do that sometimes where I like type
Lucifer
something
just
out
tipped $1.
and then it doesn't sound
Do
right.
Christians use protection or going raw?
Bro! Yo, bro. Should we stop it?
I'm not gonna answer that, but that's well, actually, no, I will say something. I
Whoa.
will say something. You know, from the Catholic perspective, it's a mortal sin if you use contraception. So if you use like birth control, if you use
Condom?
like condom, anything like that, it's a
Lube?
mortal sin in
Toys?
yeah, well, like, so in Catholicism, you gotta like just do it normal because they're saying you're like prohibiting them from having kids. And,
Yeah.
like, life is from God. I don't think using in marriage. I don't think using that stuff is I'm talking specifically about like condoms and birth control. I don't think it's necessarily wrong. But I'm a Protestant. Catholics would say it's wrong.
Okay.
But that's such a funny question.
Yeah, like what? Oh my god. All right, 2 more donations, chat, and we're done. Giving y'all 2 more.
Free Cheb the Builder just tipped $1. Debate Sneeko whenever you get the chance. Bryce, it would be good content. BTED how is the Holy Spirit of God? Genuinely asking.
Yeah, if you can hit me on Instagram or Twitter or something, I'll totally talk with them and do that. And yeah, we believe in the Trinity, so we believe in 3 persons that make up the one being of God. So we believe in God the Father is God, God the Son is God, God the Holy Spirit is God. It's one of the more complex ideas of Christianity, but...
Ivan just tipped $1. When will you talk to the Orthodox Muslim? He has hit you up for a discussion.
To my knowledge, I haven't seen anything, but I love talking to anyone. I'll talk to anyone about Jesus.
I mean, that's what you do. You have conversations.
That's our thing.
And you're very open.
Yeah,
Alright.
email's the best place though. Email's better because I don't look on my phone too much on the social media stuff just to stay away from like.
You use emails?
Yeah,
the
dude, I
Messiah
check my
just
emails
tipped
a
one
ton.
box of me in dollars. What do you think about someone trying to get close with God but doesn't want to stop smoking?
I would just say that you don't get to experience the fullness of Jesus, you know? It's like, why would you want to keep doing something and then try to get God? It's like, you know, we want all of him. Because if you give 99% of yourself to God and withhold 1%, you're still unknown to God. You know, you want all of him and he wants all of you. So I would say
Is
don't...
it possible to give 100%?
I mean, we're human, right? We're failing. But when I say give 100%, I mean honestly. Like in honesty and sincerity. Like open your heart in honesty and give yourself to God in that way, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
Have Modine. Have you heard of Modine?
No, who's that?
You haven't heard of Modine?
No, who's that?
He's like he's a 43-year-old man who's called my streams before. He's autistic. He's very passionate about Islam.
Okay.
Like very passionate. It would be cool to have you talk to him one day.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd love to talk to him. That'd be fun.
Yeah, cool guy. But bro, everyone in the chat, put a W for this man over here. I really appreciate you. I know we did a whole podcast and talked. We just did the same thing,
Dude, it
sitting
was so
down,
fun,
kind of,
though.
but
It was
a little
fun.
different vibe. Everyone put a W for him. Check out the pod that's gonna come out very, very, very soon. And I think this was a cool vibe, cool thing like
Dude,
to do
thank
for
you,
me
bro.
to switch it up and to talk to people. Just
Oh,
not
dude,
even
you gotta try your almond scone
you can
thing.
just- not even to just talk about just a certain religion, but just God in general, and just like keeping your head straight. So.
Oh, dude, thanks for saying.
Much
I appreciate
love, bro.
Dude,
I
same
appreciate
here.
you.
Appreciate
Let's
your
stay in
time.
touch.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna take a piss and then head to the World Cup.
Yeah, do your thing.
So
I'll give this back to him.
Yeah, or actually, can you talk to the chat real quick, right before?
Yeah, if you want me to.
Thank
I'm
you,
kind of
bro.
scared.
I just no, wait, why are you?
All right, what's going on, Neon here? All right, we're going to the World Cup. What's that song he just made? The Indian song? Yeah, that one. Yeah, I feel weird saying that. I'm probably not gonna say that. All right, spam the Pablo thing. Dude, this looks so crispy on here. Bro, you are dialed. Dang, this looks good. I was gonna like flip the camera like I was gonna show you, but it wasn't gonna show you. You know what I mean? That's kind of crazy. Dang. Dude, this thing moves so fast too. Holy smokes, there's 31,000 people on here? Holy smokes. Dang, I actually did not realize there was that many people on there. That's actually kind of terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually insane. I just graduated from college. That's how many people were at the college I just graduated from. Hey, thank you guys for letting me come on. That's all I gotta say. I don't know how Neon does this all the time because I'm honestly feeling really awkward right now. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, thank you. What else should I say?
You ask him a question, maybe?
All right, would you rather have a popcorn kernel stuck in the back of your tooth for the rest of your life that you can't get out, or always, every time you put socks on, they're wet socks? Which one would you want?
All right. What are they saying?
Wet socks.
What does that mean?
I asked him, would you rather have a popcorn kernel stuck in the back of your tooth
Bro,
for the rest
you
of your
and these
life?
weird questions.
I'm just asking.
Wait to see what he asks me. Bro, I appreciate you so
I
much.
appreciate you, bro. Love
Much
you, man.
love.
It was good hanging.
We will walk out together.
Let's do it.
All right, here you go, Mia. Wait, okay, my thing's over there, and then shit, I got it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys.
Thank you, guys.
sir.
Thank you.
I know you guys closed. I had
Thank you
no
so much.
idea. I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you as well, madam. I appreciate you. Nice to meet you.
Bye, thank you.
Bro, they closed at 3. I didn't even know.
Oh, wow.
It's 4. Shit.
Wait, they stayed open that long?
Well, because they're already cleaning, but usually they kick everyone else out, but they
Wow, that's
they
super
like us.
sweet.
Yeah.
Bro, thank you again.
You know, Chad, there's good people in this world
I
still.
had so much fun hanging with you.
24-hour handcuff.
Challenge.
Let's set it up.
Yeah, I'm down. If you take me to the club, I'm gonna
No, we'll only do wholesome stuff.
run. That's on video, so I'm just saying. There
Let's
you
set
go,
it up.
bro.
All right, brother.
Appreciate you.
Get home safe. Much love, bro.
Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you guys.
Chat, we're in a bit of a dilemma. We are in a bit of a dilemma right now, chat. We are in a bit of a dilemma. Oh my God. We are in a bit of a dilemma. I have a problem. What? This? Oh yeah. Mia, can you set up this Android with Ciscato while we're driving? 1 hour drive. Chat. What happened was The person giving me the tickets just canceled last second.
1 hour drive. Chat.
But we could buy our own. But we're not gonna be in a suite. We're gonna be in the very back, right? Hour 20 away? Kidding! I got good news! We got 2 extra tickets. Who the fuck wanna go to the World Cup? Put me in the chat. I just got word we got 2 extra tickets. 2 tickets to a suite at the World Cup. Once in a lifetime experience. Who the fuck am I bringing? Who we bringing? Let me confirm real quick before. Yo.
Yo.
All right, I'm on stream. They can hear you. I have 2 tickets, right? Correct?
You have 2 tickets.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna bring 2 amazing people. The 100%.
Y'all let me know who. Cause for Meme House, and we gotta know who.
Okay. But wait, my security's good though, right? Hello?
Me.
Yep.
We gotta get the guests. We got cameraman. We got you. Earlier we swapped. Do you want me to talk about it?
Well, no, it's fine. But wait, hold on. So, but is that 2 including my security being in, or is one of them for my security?
No. Right now you have 2 tickets. One for you. One for JCV. And based upon we're live, yes, you have security with you.
Okay. So do I have 2 extra on top of security, or do I have one more?
You have 1 more.
Got it. Okay. All right. I'm on it. Bye. All right, chat. Who's in LA? Who do we invite with us? Who do we invite with us? Who do we invite with us? Lock in, bro. Your brother? Damn it, bro. Fuck. No. I need a guest. I need a guest. Benji? Long neck? Bro, we have 1 ticket to a suite at a sold out World Cup game, bro. This is a very special thing. Each ticket was like, it's like a free $13,000 ticket. We gotta be very careful, all right? Who do we give this to? Fuck. Who's a good guest? Bro, the game starts in 2 hours. Crit Mag? Lacey? Zavala, bro. Zavala lives in like literally the middle of nowhere. There's no way he'll make it in time. There's no way. Chuz, she's not here. Oh my god, bro. This is why are they giving me this pressure, bro? I'm stressed. I'm stressed the fuck out. Crystal? Who am I cool with that lives here? That is like down for whatever. Like last minute shit. Bring your brother, bro? No, bro, he whack. He's gonna say 2 words, bro. I need someone entertaining. Sarah Safari? Fusi, he's in San Diego. Is this like a night? Hold on, let me like. Is this a crazy experience? Hold on, let me see the experience. Like, I don't want to drag someone along, and it's yo. Okay, so like, is this like, cause like I'm going into like the A-listers in my contact list. Is this like is this like a very bougie experience?
I wouldn't call it a bougie experience. I would call it a world experience, and you have the ability to put them in a suite. It's 20K value.
20. Wait, oh, the tickets are 20K each?
To be in a suite, yes.
Yo, can I just? All right, give me the ticket. I'm gonna handle them. Sell that bitch.
No.
All right. Okay, I'm working on it. So it's not like I'm not gonna go there and like we're like in the fucking bathroom.
No, bro. It's a full experience. Yeah, when we went on Friday with BDG, speed was 2 doors down. We had Toby Maguire. It was crazy.
Toby Maguire?
Yes, bro.
Oh shit! All right, I'm on my way. I'm be there in like. Oh, I just dropped my energy drink. I'm done. Oh my god. Can someone put this in the front, please? Okay, I'm working on it. All right.
All right. Who you got coming with you? Because I got to get them their ticket.
What do you mean? Oh, JCV.
No, fool, the guest.
I'm working on the guest, bruh.
Oh,
I'm a get, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry.
All right, I'm not worried. Stream. You guys got to get them.
All right.
Well, no, they're
All
gonna
right, bro.
get me.
I'll let you know in a sec.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Damn, bro. I feel like I got hella power right now. 20K ticket. Who want it? Who want that shit? Who want that shit? Damn, I think, oh shit, I realized Speed's not even there either. I'm like the only one streaming this one. Let's go, finally. Fuck, man. One second. Oh my god, bro. Y'all are spamming so many names. I don't know what to do, bro. Switch the title, please. World Cup game. We got Iran versus New York or Zealand. Yana? Zavala? Should I hit Zavala? He might be far out. Hold on, let me see. Hi! Yo, alright, some of these names y'all are spamming, like, bro, I'm not, like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? You stupid? Like, be realistic for a second, bro. Lock in. Bro, my first ever World Cup game. Oh my god! Which team's jersey do I even wear? Armand, he's not here. All right, I'm not gonna lie. The game starts in 2 hours. We gotta get a move on. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I need to go full blonde. I look dirty. Zara was gonna text me back. Diary of a Wimpy Kid guy? He has a name. Weirdo. This is so stressful. I can't, there's so many people to pick between. I don't know what the fuck to do. This is so stressful, bro. Try to not go. I can't deal with this, bro. Are they honking at you? Wait, can you pass me my my almond thing? Okay. Thank you, bro. Let's try. Is there like custard inside? Sauce? Or chat, should I just bring my brother? Should I just bring my little brother? Everyone's saying no. All right, hold on. All right, I'm asking someone. I'm not gonna say who. I'm texting them right now, though. I'm not gonna say who, but I'm texting them right now. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Let's see. We got like an hour. How far? Oi. Oh, fuck. All right. Let's see.